Truck Talk Media.
C10 Talk, episode 268. Grand National Truck Show, Pomona, California, the inaugural event.
I think one of the big things there is the introduction of the World's Most Beautiful Truck Award. You know, we do at Grand National Roadster Show, Amber, America's Most Beautiful Roadster. It's kind of along that line. So $12,500 prize money, courtesy of ARP Fasteners, and a custom billet trophy designed by Eric Brockmeyer and built by Mike Curtis.
Damn, son. Hey guys, I've got David Odegaard, product manager, United Pacific Industries. David, what's the latest?
You know, one of our hottest items is the side mirrors with the directionals built into them, the LED arrow. You know, these look cool. They look original. And however, when you're driving at night and you're changing lanes, that guy that sits in your blind spot, we all know who he is. He'll see that you're indicating and you're coming over. And there's a great safety factor with these mirrors, and they look cool too.
Blind spot guy, we don't want you there, but the United Pacific side mirrors, they work great. I have them on Orange Slice. I love them. How about the guys that are looking to go long bed to short bed? What are you guys offering them?
Yeah, we have all the parts for the 67 to 72 bed, you know, new bed floors or whatever you may need, a new bed side, or that bed front that's always been smashed in by 50 years of stuff being, you know, hauled in the bed.
Yeah, these trucks have been worked so hard over the years. We love that about our trucks, but you might have a floor that's dinged up. You need some parts. United Pacific's got it for you. What else are you guys working on?
Later this summer, we're going to have the front parking lights for the square bodies 73 to 80. These are full LED. They've got the deluxe stainless steel trim around them. And, you know, it's just a plug and play installation. And it's that final missing piece to convert your square body completely over to LED.
Perfect. So if you guys need some directional mirrors, some bedsides, bed floor, or maybe some LED lighting, United Pacific, upcarparts.com. That's upcarparts.com. Thanks, David.
Thanks, Ronnie. We'll see you out there on the road.
Let me tell you what Melba Toast is packing right here. All right, we've got 411 Posi track out back, 750 double pumper, Edelbrock intakes, scored over 30, 11-1 pop-up pistons, turbojet, 390 horsepower. We're talking some fucking muscle.
What does that do? Did that blow your mind? That just happened.
Welcome to C10 Talk, your C10 Truck podcast.
And now I have a chance to be the best, maybe the best in the world.
My old man is a television repairman. Got this ultimate set of tools. I can fix it.
I said I got 50 cents in that jukebox, and all I can hear is your mouth flapping. You hear that?
Here's your host, Ronnie Welch.
What is up? What is up? Two brand new shows, back-to-back pod, a little intro pre-show pod, and you had 267 with Gary Case from the Triple Crown of Rodding. That's going to be in Nashville, Tennessee. If you didn't get a chance, jump back. And now 268, we've got John Buck, we've got Kevin Doyle, and they are from the Grand National Roadster Show, but they are having their inaugural event in Pomona, September 16th and 17th. So you're getting back-to-back pre-pod, and then hopefully we'll get you some back-to-back show coverage as well. That's the goal. I've got the time off. I will be headed to Tennessee the following weekend, the 16th and 17th, out on the West Coast. I still need to get that off work, but hopefully I can get it off and get out to the inaugural Grand National Truck Show. I love going to first-time events. That's a key. You get out, you get to kind of, I don't know, something about that first time, right? It's a fun thing to do and be part of. So sat down with rodshows.com. We had the opportunity to interview Kevin as they were doing earlier this year. They were doing 50 years of trucking for the GNRS. And I don't know if they had already planned to have their GNTS or if they just kind of saw the momentum. I got to think that they probably already had the idea and saw the movement, saw what's going on in the truck community, the classic truck community. So good for you guys out there in Cali and everywhere else that can come out from the West Coast and support this event. So I think it's going to be another awesome show, another awesome event. So I hope you enjoy. Let's just get right into it. I've already got 269, which will follow this one. Jason Venata from Venata Fab out in Missouri. Guy built some really sweet stuff. He's working on his 60, I think it might be a 69, but he likes that 67, 68 front end Venom. And then he's got Guinea Pig, which is his red racer. And first time I saw that was at C10s in the Park. What a truck. So you've got Venata Fab coming right behind this. Then hopefully you'll have Triple Crown coverage out in Nashville. And then 271 coverage of GNTS. Tons of shows going on. The weekend of first weekend in September, you've got the C10 Intervention. Then you've got the Triple Crown, 7th and 8th. Then you come back to Cali, and you've got the Grand National Truck Show. Also that same weekend, C10's in the Park, Waxahachie, Texas. Always a big fan of that one. And then at the end of September, you got C10 Nationals out in Tennessee. So you've got 2 Tennessee shows. You've got a Cali show, and we just got back from SLO. Now you got a NorCal show, and it's a lot going on. And then the Big Daddy, November 10th and 11th, or 11th and 12th, you've got the 13th annual Dino's Chevy Only Get Down coming at you. The big one, right? You got to be there. So I just talked to the big cat today. He's pumped. He's going to be out in Nashville, and I think he's also going to be at GNTS. So we're just moving. We're shaking, getting you guys pod. I hope you enjoy the pod. Enjoy this coverage, this pre-show coverage. And again, as always, thanks for tuning in. Have a great week, guys. Stay safe. Late. C10 Nation, what up, what up? Hey, guys, another hot show coming out. This one's on the west side of the world. I've got John on my left. I've got Kevin on my right, and we're coming at you from your radio dial, C10 Talk. John, thanks for your first time, and then Kevin, back again. We talked earlier about the GNRS, your 50 years of trucking. You guys are kicking butt. We know you got great weather. Pomona, California, September 16th and 17th. Here we come. Thank you guys for your time.
Nah, it's so good to be here.
Okay, so let's talk about the GNTS. That's going to be a little bit of a trick because we're so used to saying GNRS, but we've got the Grand National Truck Show, and man, you guys are it's gonna be. We know Cali does it. We know Cali does it upright. Hey, we were just out there about, I guess, 2 weeks ago for the slowdown in San Luis Obispo. Weather was great, people were good, and as always, the trucks were hot.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, the Grand National Truck Show, it's our inaugural event. We've got 175 registered trucks inside. We're going to have another 300 to 400 of them outside around the buildings at the Fairplex. So this time of year is a little warm, but the buildings are air conditioned. We're excited about it at the Fairplex in Pomona. I'll let Kevin step in and just tell you a little bit what's going on.
Yeah, good times. It's going to be awesome.
I think one of the big things there is the introduction of the World's Most Beautiful Truck Award. You know, we do at Grand National Roadster Show, Amber, America's Most Beautiful Roadster. It's kind of along that line. So $12,500 prize money, courtesy of ARP Fasteners, and a custom billet trophy designed by Eric Brockmeyer and built by Mike Curtis of Curtis Wheels. It's going to be one bitchin' trophy.
Yeah, and you sent me a little bit of a sneak on that, and that thing, obviously the design from Brockmeyer, and again, for our audience, we know Eric, has worked with Boyd, and everything I always see with Eric is, usually your 88 to 98 guy does some amazing work. We've had him on the show as well, and you guys got the right recipe there with Mike doing for the audience. A lot of times you're going to see a Curtis wheel when you think about some of the stuff that Dell has and some of those high-end SEMA builds. They're usually hitting up Mike Curtis for a wheel. So you guys have that recipe together, and then to think the inaugural world's most beautiful truck. You've got the Amber. Can we come up with something with that? Can we do a little WMBT or something? What are we going to?
We've tried WMBT. A lot of guys have been going for, is it the Wombat?
We'll just call it the Wombat.
Yeah. Did you win the Wombat? Yeah, I won the inaugural Wombat in 2023. Hey, the funny thing about an award like that is it doesn't matter what you call it. Somebody's going to be just excited to have that in their case.
I think it's going to be so cool. We've got 18 trucks that are entered for the award. Kevin can give you a little bit of a rundown on the types of trucks.
We've got a heck of a selection. We got some street rod trucks, 30, some 32s, 40. We got 50s to 60 Fords. We got 2 Ford unibodies. We've got a C10 come all the way from New Zealand. 2 OBSs, one's being debuted there. Right. And that's one thing. This is not a first time shown. So these are some trucks that have maybe shown. We've got a Ranger and an S10 Blazer. So a couple, the smaller trucks. You name it, and I think we got it.
So it's a real good variety of trucks from the 1930s to modern day.
Yeah, there's no year break. So if someone next year wanted to bring a 2022 that is all done up, bring it.
That's a great point. So no year break. And then are you doing any kind of manufacturer break or anything with a tailgate, or what did you guys look at when you guys put this list together? Or when you said, hey, first of all, just the show entry alone, and then what do you got to do to qualify for that most beautiful truck award?
Well, yeah, for the show itself, if it's a truck or a van or an SUV, Suburban, anything like that, a commercial vehicle, it's welcome.
Okay.
For World's Most Beautiful, basically the same criteria. It just has to be of that top level. So done inside out, bodywork, custom paint, undercarriage.
Oh, we want to see something radical that shows up, and a real head turner.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it. Love the head turn. And then again, you get the inaugural trophy, and then the cash money.
That's right. You get a custom jacket that basically says you're the winner. Only one of those available. So
who's going to judge? How many judges do you have for that?
Got 5 judges. I think all of them are very qualified, been in the truck industry. We got Rob 48, who
Yep.
A guy named Don Linford, who's been in the industry, built street rods, built trucks, built hot rods, you name it. He's done it. Mark Oja.
The one and only.
Yep. He knows. And Pete Santini.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Mike Filion from Pro Design.
Yeah, you guys have got a good resume of judges there. Is that closed, or is there still availability for that?
No, it's closed.
Yeah.
It's we're making custom flags for these guys that shows that they're contenders. We're stitching jackets for these guys with their names on them and stuff. So we needed some time to get it. We closed it about a month ago. But we still have registration room inside the show. So if you've got a killer truck and you want to show, we've got about a dozen spaces left. We'd love to have you.
Well, and really, like you said, we're right at a month, just under a month out, 16th and 17th. Again, we're talking on Monday, so it'll be a month from now. It'll be the Monday after, and you guys will be hung over from the inaugural event. But we're right there. We're going to push it out to the world, and we know it's going to be C10 GM heavy. But we'll let all facets know, because for us at Truck Talk Media, we'll push it out, on the Ford pod and the Dodge pod and the OBS pod and the Broncos stuff too. And that's a great point. What about Broncos, Blazers, Bourbons? Wide open?
Absolutely. We've got some great ones. Actually, we've got a really good turnout of Suburbans and Blazers.
Okay. Now, what about that? What about that weird thing? They call it the mullet of cars, the El Rancho or the El Camino.
We got a couple of those too. Hey, hell, we even got a Kenworth, man.
Wow.
Yep.
A show truck.
Yeah, this guy contacted us and says, I got this Kenworth. I think you'd want it, and send pictures, and done top to bottom, fully restored, chromed out motor.
70s. Yeah, pretty cool.
It's pretty bad.
I almost think if Pomona can handle it, which we know that it pretty much can, that would be awesome to have a section. You go to SEMA, and this is in the past, across the street, they'd have the big rigs sitting there, right. and you'd be parking in Gen Pop parking, and you'd walk across and you'd be like, holy shit, I just want to sit out here and look at all these big rigs.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those guys are crazy, right? Those guys, I love it when one of those guys will build a truck or a car, because that it's going to be to the nth level of detail.
Right. And it's their livelihood. They take pride in it daily.
Oh my God. From every chrome being polished, every light, those guys, I think the more amber lights they get, the more money they get somehow. I don't know how the hell
Must be.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. But yeah, so that's exciting. So you've got a few spots on the inside, 300 to 400. Is that kind of a cap or a soft cap right now?
No cap, man. We'll take as many as we want. We're just forecasting right now with what we've got registered. But I'll tell you what, you can go online to rodshows.com and you can download the form, or you can actually click a button and get a 2-day pass for the weekend, or you can just show up on Saturday or Sunday. And we're really excited about that. And we think we're going to get a few hundred more just show up.
Well, and like anything, you guys come out, support the show. It's just like supporting print, support the vendors, support the guys that are building. And then again, we just had Gary Case on, and one of the things he likes is it's inspiration. When you go out to shows, whether you're looking at a Kenworth, whether you're looking at a Peterbilt, a Ford, a Unibody, an El Rancho, an El Camino, there's so much inspiration in what these guys do.
That's absolutely right, man. And you know what? It's pretty cool because you're talking about the vendors and stuff. We've got TMI there, Eddie Motorsports, Beltec Suspension, American Auto Wire, Alden Shocks, Shot Wheels, One Piece Products, The Glass, Classic Truck Products, Bedwood Products, just to name just a couple of them, but they're truck specific. So you could literally come to the show and put your own truck together if you wanted to.
Another thing I like to mention on this is a lot of people can't get into SEMA, right? So maybe you can't get into SEMA. Maybe you can't make it to the get down. Well, you guys have put it together where the vendors are there, the trucks are there, the builders are there. So take that opportunity, especially if you're out west. I'm sure there'll be people coming from all the way around the country. But that's what is the big thing is come out to these shows, and that's where you get to talk to the vendors one-on-one, just like we do at SEMA, where we get to talk to these vendors. You get a little bit of their time. You're like, hey, have you thought about this? Are you guys going to offer this? And you get that feedback, and the vendors love it too.
Absolutely. And then we can't forget our sponsors. We got O'Reilly Auto Parts, which is you can go to an O'Reilly Auto Part and get a discounted ticket. LMC is a big sponsor, Classic Truck Performance Magazine, of course, with Rob, and ARP Fasteners. We couldn't do an event without these 4 sponsors, quite frankly. I mean, these venues aren't cheap, and they're beautiful venues and they're beautiful trucks. So we look forward to putting them together.
I almost think we got to get John or Kevin to kind of do the O'Reilly commercial. I mean,
O'Reilly
Auto Parts. Oh, all right, good. A little shameless plug for O'Reilly. That's probably, if not one of the most catchiest tunes of all times. I have 2 girls, and they've grown up, and they know if I kind of start it, they finish it, and then they give the old, oh.
There you go.
Yep. Dad spends a lot of money at O'Reilly. So O'Reilly's, I guess. What did it used to be? Checker, right? Before?
Checker, and it was what was it? Cragen, yeah.
Cragen, and then Checker. So yeah, it was Checker forever, and then
obviously here, and it was Checker in Arizona.
It was Checker for as all as I can remember. So it's kind of funny to think that changed. But all right, so 16th and 17th. It's going to be busy. Is there anything going on, a little pre-party action, or you're just kind of saying, hey, what happens pre-party? People are going to obviously do what they're going to do. Classic Performance Products, CPP back. Joe, let's talk X10 spindles. Go.
One of our most popular parts through the years has been our 2.5-inch drop modular spindles. Really popular part. Well, we've kind of taken that to the next step. We've emulated late model Corvette, Silverado, Chevy technology into our new X10 drop spindles. They use a steel hub, sealed bearing hub, really strong piece. It's oversized bearings, definitely great for a guy using big brakes, big wheels, which I'm sure all your guys are.
You need a new spindle anyways. You're going to lower your truck. You're running a bigger wheel, a bigger brake. CPP's got it for you with their new X10 spindle. Joe, as always, thank you. CPP, ClassicPerform.com. It's ClassicPerform.com. Sniper 2. Are you ready to switch out that old carb for a modern EFI system? Well, Holley has a solution for you. The all-new Sniper 2. This new system was redesigned from the ground up. Available in tumbled polished or black powder coat, and there's 3 available tuning interfaces. A classic 3.5 handheld, a 5-inch mountable, which includes a GPS speedo or a Bluetooth module so you can use your smartphone. Another big bonus is the Sniper 2 has a built-in transmission control module. So if you're looking to upgrade to a 4-speed overdrive, 4L60, 4L80, you now can with ease. Holley.com to get started today, Holley.com. Hey guys, are you thinking about swapping out your old motor for a more reliable LSLT-based power plant? Behind each PSI harness, you get over 10 years of experience in the business, online tech support, phone support, and harnesses made in the U.S. That's psiconversion.com. Marquet has been in business for over 40 years. It all started in the original owner's garage. From humble beginnings of a couple parts in a garage to a 2-building manufacturing facility making over 6,000 parts, Marquet has grown to be one of the country's premier truck parts manufacturers. They have made their original parts from the original trucks. All parts are manufactured in-house in Oklahoma City, USA. They offer quality parts built by Americans for old American-made trucks. So when you're looking for body moldings, bed strips, bed wood, and so much more, think Marquet. That's mar-k.com. Do you guys, is there anything going on, a little pre-party action, or you're just kind of saying, hey, what happens pre-party? People are going to obviously do what they're going to do.
Yeah, you know what? We're having parties while we're there. We actually have a cornhole tournament going to happen at the show too. We're giving away $1,750 each day, $1,000 for the winner, $500 for second, and $250 for third place. And you can go on our website and sign up for that too. It's just a shitload of fun. Oh, excuse my French, but
no, you could say that. Yeah,
right, cool.
That's just great about C10 Talk. You could say shitloads of fun. If you don't say it, I probably will, John. So it's okay.
All right, good. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna. You know what? It's just something fun that we wanted to do, and there'll be a DJ there. There'll be lots of music and of course fair food. You can't forget that.
Fried everything.
You want it, they got it. So that's one thing about Pomona is not only is it at the Fairplex, it's just a fun vibe there, right? So you think about, definitely. I mean, I almost kind of wonder if it's the most known for the GNRS and the swap meet are the two things. And now it's going to be the truck show in there. So Cali pulls it hard. So you guys are gonna, I think you might even be a little overwhelmed that day.
It'll be great. So. Yeah, we hope so.
Another thing, we got Relaxed Atmosphere supporting us big time. They're bringing out over 25 trucks.
Okay. How's that going to work for that day registration? How are you guys going to funnel everybody that comes through? What's the plan?
There's a big chute when you come into the grounds early morning that we can handle hundreds and hundreds of vehicles like we do for Grand National. We do 1,000 vehicles driving in on Saturdays there. So we've got plenty of space and we'll accommodate all the trucks. And but those that have registered in a club, if you want to come as a club, you just got to come together so we can park you together. Because like Kevin says, we've got Relaxed Atmosphere inside the building and outside the building.
Yeah.
We got pickups limited,
bringing 20. We got over 21 vans inside. And some of them built in the 70s. Just those killer vans with the waterbed, and,
the plush carpet.
Yeah, all
the
that.
Greens and the oranges. And it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that vans would have come back the way that they are, and the more unmolested original that they are. I don't know that we can use unmolested with a van. I'm going to retract that one.
Right.
But the vans and the more OG they are, it is such a sight to see. When you get to check one of those out, you're just like, this is so cool. Last year at the Slowdown, which was at a different venue, there was a blue van there. Hell, they might even be at your truck show. And I just wanted to look at all the props the guy had, because van guys like props, and usually they're topless women somewhere. There's a picture of something and some funky thing going on. But either way, hell, they do a great job.
Definitely.
Van life.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I wanted to say, besides the world's most beautiful truck award, we also have about 150 classes for anything else, for the Fords, the mini trucks, the vans, so we'll have lots of other awards, which is the other picture I sent you of those nice acrylic 3D awards.
How are you going to break some of those out? And will the same people be doing the judging there? Because I feel like they'll be so taxed with the American.
Different, and they're basically broken out by years and then modifications. So you could be, off the top of my head, 53 to 57 mild. Then it goes, they count the number of modifications to be a mild or a semi or a full or such as that. So they break them out into different classes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, and for the audience again, O'Reilly's is probably a big sponsor of those awards because we got a little O'Reilly's love on it. You got a fat fender, you got an old 32 truck, you got a van, looks like it might be a Chevy. It's a Dodge. That's a that's a tradesman. That's a Dodge. And then you got what's kind of might be Mark Oya's truck. It's a little bit of the splish splash. Resplash, if you will. And again, the acrylic kind of brings it all together. People like cool awards and they like awesome truck shows and they like fair food and they like good weather. So you got to bring it all together.
It should be a home run.
So to get in, you get a 2-day pass. You want to register. What's that cost you?
Okay, for the truck in, if you're going to bring your truck both days, it's $80. But if you're just coming as a general spectator, it's $20. Or go to O'Reilly's and get an $18 ticket.
Yeah, go to O'Reilly's. Spend some money.
Kids are $8 there.
Okay, kids are $8 there. You get a little discount if you go to O'Reilly's, and then $80 gets you in for 2 days at the Fairplex.
Two people and the truck.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. Some of these guys will throw 6 kids in the back and they'll cover it up. Maybe we'll see some old vinyl snapped beds. I hope that never comes back because I've had some trucks where you're drilling out a lot of snap rivets.
Yeah.
I don't know. You never know. Everything's coming back. I didn't think tweed interior would come back. And obviously we all saw the Roadster Shop OBS truck at SEMA and it was full of tweed. So I lost that bet.
Yeah. You never know.
You just don't know, do you?
Yeah.
All right. So $80 if you want to get in, you can register the day of. Is pre-reg, that's all closed too?
No, it's open. And a day of for your truck is $50 on Saturday.
Or
okay,
Sunday.
just Saturday if you want to come for
Saturday
one
and Sunday.
Saturday or Sunday. Yeah.
Okay. But not both.
Correct.
Okay.
Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah. So you pick 1 day, you get 50, you pick 2 days, you get 80.
Yeah,
right.
You got it.
Okay. Yeah. And a lot of guys will just go for the 2-dayer. Now, are you guys working some deals with some of those hotels? I always just kind of stay across the street when I come out.
Yeah, the Sheraton there has got some decent room rates, and the DoubleTree Hotel in Claremont's good. Those are both great properties. We also have the RV park, and then there's a place called Bonelli Flats, which is just gorgeous for all those guys that are coming out with their RVs as well.
Yeah, and everything's available. You guys can go online. We're really trying to spoon feed you on this. So if you're going to make it out, rodshows.com and you guys are doing it up right.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Okay. Inaugural event, September 16th and 17th. I mean, the biggest thing with Classic Truck Performance being part of it and Rob and being a judge, obviously there's going to be some great features that come out of this as well.
Definitely.
Sure.
And people want to be in print. So people, we kind of think, social media is taking over. I could show you my shop up here in my studio and there's more magazines than, Bookman's or some shit. I don't know. I got too many. I can't even hardly read them all, but people want to be in print. So you're not only going to get a feature. I don't want to say that unless you guys know it, but I almost guarantee you're going to get a feature. If you're America's most beautiful truck, you're going to be in print.
Absolutely.
I think so.
And I think, they're going to cover the drive-in. So all those trucks out there and all the other trucks inside. So we'll get some pretty good coverage from them. They're great guys. They're friends of ours. Rob's a great guy. Tim Foss, great guy. Yeah,
they are. They are exactly why we want to keep print alive, because when you think about it, no different than GNRS as well, is when you think about that lineage and the experience that you guys have, bringing that forward, that same experience and bringing it on to the next thing. It's funny for my perspective, going to Brothers for so many years and then really good guys. And then that's what you had. You had the good guys show for us out here. You had Del Mar out there, you had Brothers, and you guys are giving everybody another chance at another show right there in Cali.
Definitely.
Okay. Anything else, Kevin? I mean, you got your hands full. You got a month out. I mean, who's counting like 28 days, but it's going to be busy.
No, I think we pretty much covered it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're still interested, like we said, we've got about a dozen spots left indoors, and of course, all the spots in the world outdoors. So we welcome your entries. Is there a different, I would assume, a different price for the indoor spot?
Yes.
Yeah, the indoor spots are for the 2 days for 2 people. It includes, the trophy, includes or the plaque, and includes the a goodie bag and some swag. And it's $150.
Yeah, $150. $150.
And is there, do they have to kind of submit for that, or hey, you just get an inside spot?
No, you got to submit for it. You got to give us a couple photos, 3/4 shots. We like to have an interior engine. There's no late fees or anything like that. Just get it to us and we'll call you and let you know you've been accepted, and we'll mail you credentials right away.
Awesome. So yeah, at this stage, dozen spots. And for you guys out there, if you haven't had a chance to get to the Fairplex, fun venue, it's going to be a great time. And one thing about Cali, we can usually always count on great weather.
And we are taking patina or suede trucks too, because that's part of the culture. We've got some that got Roadster Shop chassis and LSs, and they're completely done trucks. They're just not shiny paint.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Don't stop them.
Okay, good. That's good to hear. There was a time where that might not have been the case, but I think if you think about the last 10 years, we've seen that patina, we've seen that pop, and we know that it's part of the lineage to really the trucks. I mean, there is something special. I'm a big patina guy, and you think about an old farm truck, and you might look at it and think, oh, okay, and then you let somebody loose on it for 6 months, and next thing you know, like, that's the same truck, and you're like, holy shit, that guy completely revived that thing, left that nature there, and put some pop on it, put some shine on it, stance, wheels, interior, went to town, new motor, and it's something special.
Definitely.
Yeah. Good. Okay, guys. So for you guys out there, again, $80 for 2 days, $50 if you want to come for individual days. Save yourself some money. Go to O'Reilly's, get a little bit of a discount, a few spots on the inside, and they're thinking $175 inside, 300 to 400 outside. So you're easily looking at 500 trucks. It's going to be a great time.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Anything else? Anything you can think of?
No. O'Reilly's
Auto Parts out. All right, we'll take you out on that. John, Kevin, thanks again for your time. It's going to be a great one.
Thanks, Ryan.
Right. Wrapping it up. What do you guys think? GNTS coming at you, inaugural truck show, Pomona, California. The weather is going to be rocking, and they have so many awesome trucks out. The West Coast always does it up right, so look forward to getting out there to that one. Hopefully, like I said, I can get it off. That's my plan. I'm working on that right now, and then get out there back-to-back weekends, show coverage, great weather, great people, great trucks. That's what it's all about. All right, guys, thanks again for tuning in. Jump back to 267 if you didn't get a chance. And then next week, probably 269 with Jason Venata Fab. Peace.